Hi everyone, Lisa here. Thank you for joining me for day 11. Can you believe we've already gone through 11 days of projects? Tomorrow's the last day. I can't believe it. So anyway, today we are going to be using the Surfing Santa. When I first seen this set, I was like, I gotta have it because it reminds me of living in California and growing up, going to the beach all the time. So we were only like maybe 45 minutes from Santa Cruz. So that we went there a lot. We even used to camp on the beach and stuff there. So anyway, this is a little box, and what is inside of it is these soap sheets. Have you seen these? They're just single-use soap sheets that, I have another one, you can use, you just use for water. So what I thought of the beach is when you're at the beach, sand gets everywhere. You always have sandy hands and everything. If you just had one of these in a bottled water, you can wash your hands. But these are cute little, they're just single, there's 100 sheets in here, so you can wash your hands 100 times. But I got these on Amazon, and I think in my tutorial, I put the link. Yeah, so when you click on that, it's going to send you to Amazon to show you where the soap, they have different versions, but I created mine for this box here. They have like little plastic containers. They have a bunch of different stuff. But anyway, that is our project. And these are cute just to throw in your purse and always have soap on hand. So we're going to get started with some pool party. So this is my 12 by 12 piece that I had. I only had 2 pieces left. I was doing another project, and I went through 2 packages of pool party cardstock. So I had to pull out my 12 by 12, and this is what I had. So we're going to go 9 inches by 3 inches. And we are going to score the long side at 3 3¼ 6 7/8, so that's just before the 7. And then, oh no, I did 6 7/8, and then 7 1/8. I thought I did the wrong one. And then 7 1/8. And then we're going to score the short side at 1/4 inch. So these are going to be real small lines. And then 2 3/4. All right, now let me see if I can remember how I cut this. I create these so far in advance that I forget what I did. But uh-oh, I just broke that. But that might be okay, because it might be, let me see. We are going to cut some of this out. So, and of course, I think that's probably not the section that we're going to cut out. Let me see. Burnish all these lines. It's going to start getting cold here. Today I've been so busy. Okay, so from the 6 and make a tick mark at 6 1/4 inch. So let me figure this out. This is the top. So we're going to go, I'm going to get my ruler, because I don't know, is this in the, yeah, it's in the, so 6 1/4 inches. No, we can go this way too. 6 1/4 inches, make a tick mark. Me and my tick marks, right? So this is 6 1/4. And we'll just flip it over. We're going to cut this out. So there's 6 1/4. Okay, so with my scissors, we're gonna cut, I'm gonna cut this back side since that's where I have the tick mark and I know where to go. We're gonna cut this section out, there. And then now flip it over where our other tick mark is. And we're gonna cut this out. Okay, I need to cut this a little bit better. I got my score line somewhat still in there. And I can get this a little bit better. So I'm gonna round the corners on this. And again, it's optional. If you have a quarter rounder, you know, Stampin' Up! Doesn't have theirs anymore, but you know what? I suggest getting one, whether you go on Amazon and get one, because sometimes I think just the corners rounded look cleaner. Okay, so we're gonna cut these up. So actually that one where I kind of tore it is gonna get cut, but I'm gonna have a little bit of a tear there. Okay, so we're gonna get some tear and tape. Where's my end? And we're gonna put it, actually we're gonna put it on the inside of these. Those little pieces are hard to cut, or hard to tear, so let's go ahead and cut it. And let's cut another. And then we're going to put it on this side. These two sections. And I already made a, well, I haven't made a boo-boo, but we got to do some stamping first. So this is our top flap. This is all going to go like this. So we're going to stamp. You can turn it upside, or, you know, where the top is at the bottom. And we're going to stamp the sun. We need to stamp beforehand. And we're going to stamp the sun right there in pumpkin pie. And then we're going to stamp warm wishes in memento. And this stamp set does, whoa, that looks, let me stamp off. Let's see what happens. This stamp set does not, oh, you know why it's like that? Because I re-inked my pad and I didn't want to squeeze too hard because how juicy. Yeah, I re-inked my pad yesterday and I haven't used it. So that's a little, but I can touch this up with my Stampin' Right marker, my black one. So if you have one and you ever have a boo-boo like that, you can just color it in. So I will do that when I'm done, but that gives you an idea. So now this is going to be our bottom where our Santa is going to be surfing. So now we're going to stamp the wave and pool party on this section, which is the bottom section. And what I did is I kind of went full strength and then kind of stamped off, and then some more full strength. And we can just stamp some more. So the waves are all, you know, all over, but just so that he's got some water under him when he's surfing. Okay, so now we can put this together. And I always like to put my little flaps, instead of the inside, I like to put them on the back side where you're not going to see them. Let me take this off too. Oops. So that this little one is going to go here. And then when we close this up, it gets covered. And then that way, in case, you know, when you put something in, it doesn't get caught on it. So like if you're to slide something, it's not going to get caught on that tab. And then now these are just going to go right on over. Oops. This box is so narrow but you have to be careful where with your tear and tape. See, sticking already because it's so narrow. But I did it just, I could have made it a little bit wider, I guess, and then we would have really had a bunch of wonky score lines. So let's put our little soap in there, and this is just gonna fold over right like that. And let's go ahead and stamp our Santa in basic white, or in Memento on basic white. Now I'm gonna have to be careful because I re-inked. I have 2 Memento pads, and I re-inked both of them yesterday. Okay, a little better. Okay, so let me grab my blends. Let's start out with Poppy Parade, Shaded Spruce, Daffodil Delight. Let's start with the surfboard. So I'm going to start with the dark on the dark lines. Have you all made any of my projects yet? There's a lot of them that you can make for little gifts that you might need. Most of them make cute little gifts. I'm trying to see if I have any comments. I have no comments, or is my thing frozen? We have horrible internet here. I wish we could get some decent internet. All my stuff freezes. Sorry for the squeakiness if this bothers you. Looks like I need a new Daffodil Delight light, which I'm surprised because I use the dark more than I use the light. But I must have used it for something so that it's making this squeaky because it's kind of drying out. I had my husband helping me today, and he was, I tell you, that poor guy, I put him to work. He was using the blends, and he said, wow, these pens are nice. I said, they are, aren't they? So this is Shaded Spruce. We're going to color all the trees. I think did I use this for another project? And I kind of remember coloring the trees. I mean, I probably use it for another project, but I don't know if I used it for like a workshop Wednesday. I know I didn't use it for 12 days because this is the first time using this one. So we're gonna do all the trees green, or shaded spruce, I should say. And then we're gonna do his stripes on his shirt in Poppy Parade. And then now we'll color the rest of the trunks in Poppy Parade. And then I gotta grab my pecan pie so I can color the tree trunks. And I use my pecan pie today. And let's do his hat. And my pecan pie is kind of dried out, or drying out, I should say, because I used it so much. But we just need those little tiny trunks. Oops, I see a piece of his shorts that I forgot. Boy, today's just kind of been one of those days. Look, my marker came apart. Yeah, today's just been one of those days, like, not a whole lot has gone right for me. And I'm going to use Wild Wheat to color the cup. So that looks like he has a gold cup. Maybe I didn't use such a dark on my first one. I think I grabbed the dark. Let me get these out of the way. And then now we need the ivory. My ivory. I didn't grab all my blends. So we're going to do the skin. This is ivory and it looks kind of a little on the beigeish, yellowish side. And we need his forehead. Let's get his little nose. His fingers over here. And is that all the skin? I'm not sure that I like that color. Let me get a different. I'm going to use the light of the skin tones. To me, that looks yellow. Is it just me? It looked really yellow. And that's my ivory. Does this one look a little better? I don't know. I didn't like that yellow looking. All right. So did I miss anything? We're gonna, for the white, we're gonna add some Winka Stella. So we're gonna add it to the pom-pom, the brim, his beard, and also the glasses. We want them to shine or have some bling. And you know what? Let's get this and get the ears. I think that one's his ear though too. All right, so again, there's no dies for this one, so we're gonna cut it out. And I'll just trim. You can leave a little white border. I'm sorry, I got out of the camera for a minute there. All right. And he is going to, the top half of him is going to hold our flap down. So that way we didn't have to add anything to hold it down. Almost done. Can you see the little bling on it? Am I close enough for you to see the sparkles on his beard and glasses, hat? I like Winka Stella just for that little bit of bling. Snip that off. Okay, so when we put this down, we want to make sure that we're only going to put dimensionals on basically the shorts and the surfboard. And we'll put 2 on the surfboard. Oops. And then 1 on the shorts. I hope I haven't been out of the camera view. So, see where my finger is? I could feel it, so I know where to put it. Right, like so. So, see, this part here is what's going to hold our flap down. And then now we are going to get my linen thread, which is here. And the linen thread, I wrapped it around like 3 times. Just kind of make it look like it's sand. I guess. Not that sand would be in the waves, but it is at the shore. When we were in North Carolina, I was just standing there in the sand and a wave came and hit me. That's happened to me a few times. You never turn your back on a wave. Never. We were in Cancun once and a wave really took me out. Like, knocked me down, knocked my hat off. So you never, ever Trying to get this in the center. Move that to the center. And pretty much that is it. That is our box. Super quick and easy, right? What do you guys think? You like that idea of those little soap sheets? I thought they were pretty cool when I first seen them. And I will be taking them on my cruise. You know, we're going on a cruise with all the children, and just to shoot almost in a week, or this coming Sunday will be exactly a week. So just a reminder, I will be taking those 2 weeks off. I'm going to be taking 2 weeks off because it's Christmas and we have the cruise. I do plan on having some Workshop Wednesday videos that you can watch, you know, whenever you want. I will have a couple of videos, but I will be taking the time off as well. I'm not sure on the cruise if I'm going to be able to be checking my emails. Sometimes the internet is just not the greatest. But there's our projects. Anybody have any questions before I say goodbye? Just come back tomorrow for our final day, and it's going to be a watercolor project. I haven't used my watercolor pencils in a while, so I wanted to break them out and use them. And we're going to be using the Filled with Cheer stamp set. All right, everybody, you have a good evening, and thank you for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.